Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a beautiful princess named Cinderella. Cinderella was married to the handsome Prince Leo. They lived happily in the great castle and enjoyed their lives. But back at Cinderella's home, her stepmother, Lady Puffy, and her 2 daughters were all upset and jealous.
If I was living at that castle, I would be going to the best balls and dances. I would be eating the most delicious meals at the castle every evening.
Even their cat Papu would dream about a wealthy life at the castle. Lady Puffy was so angry that she threw Cinderella's things out the attic window one by one. We don't need any of these things anymore. It's all useless. Suddenly, Lady Puffy spotted a box which was left in the corner of the room. With great curiosity, she opened it up and found an old pocket watch inside. Lady Puffy took the pocket watch and headed to the living room. The sisters also were very curious when they saw the old watch, and they pressed the button on the side of the watch to open it up and to see what was hiding inside. It seemed to be an ordinary watch with an ordinary mirror, except the hands of the clock began to turn backwards. All of a sudden, bright lights shone out of the watch and lit up the whole room. They were all surprised, and suddenly, an evil fairy appeared in front of them.
Finally, I'm back in the real world!
What? Who are you?
I am the fairy of the past. My name is Bell.
Bell was thrown out of the fairy world because she was a bad-hearted, cruel fairy. She told Lady Puffy and her daughters,
"Whoever of you ladies saved me may make a wish. Anything you want." Me! I saved you. It was me.
The evil fairy Bell chose Lady Puffy for the wish. And without hesitation, Lady Puffy made a wish. "I want you to turn back time to the night of the ball. Prince Leo shall get married to one of my beautiful daughters."
Achoo!
The evil fairy waved her magic wand at the pocket watch and made every watch in the whole country turn backwards. When that happened, Cinderella suddenly found herself back in time at the night in which she became married to the prince. Then, time slipped backwards again when she was at the huge mansion that was built for the glass slipper. She tried to get into the mansion again. Then, she moved back in time again when Lady Puffy and her daughters locked her up in the house and went to the mansion to try on the glass slipper. Prince Leo found Cinderella's shoe at the castle stairs, and again the clock hit 12. The wonderful dance took place once more. Then Cinderella headed to the castle in her pumpkin coach. Time kept slipping backwards until Cinderella found herself sitting under the hazelnut tree with cheddar and mozzarella, and Fairy Leobelle came back again.
Beautiful Cinderella, I came to help you. Leobelle, what's going on? The prince doesn't know me anymore. This must be the work of my evil sister, Bell.
Leobelle told about some mysterious box in the world of the fairies. It was strictly forbidden to open up that box, but Fairy Kyrabel opened it anyway. She told that Kyrabel was punished and trapped into an old pocket watch. After a long time had passed, she was set out of her prison by Lady Puffy and her daughters. She showed Cinderella that Kyrabel was together with them.
Lady Puffy made a horrible wish to Kyrabel. In order to fix this, we need to lock her back up inside of that watch. I agree, but how?
Leobelle, Cinderella, and their little friends made a plan. Another few days turned backwards. The ambassador of the castle announced the ball again. But this time, Cassandra and Jezebel didn't tell Cinderella about the ball and tried on their ballroom dresses in secret. The next day, to stop Cinderella from going to the ball, Lady Puffy locked her up in the attic and walked away with her daughters without saying anything. Before entering the ballroom, Kyrabel appeared next to them. She waved her magic wand and put a love spell on Cassandra. As soon as Cassandra entered the ballroom, she caught Prince Leo's attention thanks to the love spell. The prince headed towards her and asked her if she would dance with him.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Cinderella and her little friends were still locked up in the attic, waiting for the good fairy. The white pigeon arrived at Cinderella's small window, carrying the old pocket watch in which Kyrabel was trapped before. A moment later, the good fairy Leobelle appeared in front of them.
We have to go to the hazelnut tree right now.
Fairy waved her magic wand once, and all of a sudden, Cinderella and her friends found themselves under the hazelnut tree again. But from behind the tree, the evil fairy Kyrabel surprised them.
Your plan will fail. Cinderella will never make it. And now it's your time to be trapped in the watch, Leobelle.
The evil fairy cast her spells at Leobelle with all her nasty powers, and Leobelle fought back with her magic wand. The little mice and pigeon hid behind Cinderella because of the powerful battle. Leobelle's wand became stronger and stronger. And finally, the evil fairy was defeated and blown down to the ground.
Cinderella, the watch! Open the watch! Hurry up! No, please! I can't be trapped inside that watch again!
Cinderella opened the watch in her hand quickly. The evil fairy Kyrabel disappeared slowly and went back into the mirror in the watch. All the watches in the country started to move correctly again. But of course, this was not the end of the story. The ball! I'm too late for the ball, Leobelle! The good fairy, with a magic touch, gave Cinderella a wonderful dress and her famous glass shoes. A few moments later, with a little help of magic, she turned the pigeon into a huge bird. So, Cinderella sat down on the back of the pigeon, and without wasting a moment, they quickly flew away to the castle. But when she arrived, she saw Prince Leo dancing with Mozzarella and Cheddar ran to the prince and tried to wake him from his spell.
Hey! The most beautiful girl at the ball is over there.
The most beautiful girl?
Whatever. Let us dance. Look, she's waiting for you. Go!
As soon as Prince Leo saw Cinderella, he fell in love with her again, and the magic of true love destroyed the spell of the evil fairy. Cinderella and Prince Leo started to dance.
I think I know you. Your beautiful face looks really familiar.
Cinderella happily danced with the prince. Also, Mozzarella and Cheddar were dancing. Finally, everything was as it was supposed to be. Cinderella and Prince Leo were married again within a few days, and their lovely hearts were back on track. While Lady Puffy and her arrogant daughters were mad out of jealousy.
We couldn't make it again.
Once upon a time, there was a very different and wonderful life in the deepest parts of the oceans. Dolphins were swimming and singing, and huge whales were dancing with tiny fish. The little mermaid Aria, on the other hand, sometimes was having fun with her sisters living in the underwater kingdom, and sometimes spending time with Prince Edward in the castle on land. How beautiful the sunset is, isn't it, my prince? The sky looks like it's falling asleep.
When you fall asleep, you are as beautiful as this sunset, Aria.
There was also a witch named Vega in this beautiful, peaceful, and fun underwater world. Snake! Pull those muscles aside. I'm getting confused about which way to go.
All right, Your Majesties. Get out of our ways.
Where are these tracks? Where?
It's very difficult to track things under the waters.
Yes, but that old turtle must have left a mark somewhere. Vega set out that day to find the oldest turtle in the ocean. Her goal was to learn the location of the heart of the ocean. She thought that if she could capture the heart of the ocean, she could rule not only the deep sea kingdom, but the whole world. However, she was unaware that the beautiful ocean life could end if the heart of the ocean moved even a little. While the villains continued to try and track, the underwater king Poseidon went to visit the little mermaid Aria. Hey, it's my father Poseidon! Father!
Aria, my beautiful daughter.
What is the reason for this surprise visit, Daddy?
My daughter, people keep polluting the seas. Our fish friends collect garbage every day, but still it does not help. On behalf of my people, I apologize to you very much, my king. You have to teach the people not to pollute the oceans. I will take care of this personally, my dear king.
Just as King Poseidon was going, the little mermaid said she wanted to come and help them. Father, I'll help my fish friends forge a clean life in the ocean. While Poseidon and Aria were collecting the garbage thrown into the sea witch Vega and Snake finally found the place of the old turtle. However, the turtle was sleeping so deeply that they could not wake him up. Wake up, turtle! Wake up! The old turtle continued to sleep deeply, even though Vega was knocking loudly, and Snake constantly disturbed him by swimming around.
We finally found him, and he's sleeping. I guess we won't be able to wake him up, Your Majesties.
So I'll give these delicious seaweeds to someone else. Just then, hearing the words delicious seaweed, the turtle suddenly opened his eyes.
Huh? Did someone say seaweed? That's my favorite.
We made so much noise, but you woke up to that?
The secret of my long life is hidden in my sleeping. But I would gladly give up some sleep for delicious seaweed. Did I mention that it's my favorite? Yeah. Just exactly how old are you, Sleepy Turtle? I stopped counting after I was 150 years old. Of course, I may have slept through a decade or two.
Huh. You are older than I expected.
Oh, this is so good. Did I mention it's my favorite?
Since you are this old, I guess you can answer the question I wanted to ask you.
Well, that would depend on what the question is.
Where is the stone that is the heart of the ocean? When the old turtle heard this question, he stopped for a moment, and his eyes widened.
I can't answer that question.
So you know its place. Tell me quickly, where is the heart of the ocean? When the old turtle persisted in not telling where the heart of the ocean is. If you won't answer me, I'll cast a spell on you that will cause you to be unable to sleep forever. The old turtle was so afraid of this magic spell that Vega threatened him with that he had to tell the place of the stone. That's it. Thanks, old turtle. Take it. Here's some more seaweed. The sea witch Vega and Snake set off to the heart of the ocean. The old turtle went in search of Poseidon to tell him what happened. At that time, Poseidon and Arya, who were cleaning the garbage thrown into the ocean, saw the ancient turtle.
Hey! The old turtle has come to help us too!
Oh, I'm so glad I found you.
Old turtle, you should not tire yourself. You should go and rest.
There is something very important that I have to tell you, my king.
What is it? I am listening.
Well, I was napping since last year, and then a weird octo lady woke me up with seaweed and...
The old turtle told Poseidon everything that had happened to him. Poseidon and Arya started swimming quickly to protect the heart of the stone.
I hope we can reach the heart of the ocean before it's too late.
The sea witch Vega and Snake had already reached the heart of the ocean. Vega wrapped her octopus arms around the heart of the ocean and began to pull. It is heavier than I expected. While Vega was about to move the heart of the ocean, the soul of the stone was revealed. Stop! Stop now! Don't touch the heart of the ocean. Huh? Who are you? The heart of the ocean will be mine. Get out! Vega didn't listen to the soul of the heart of the ocean and lifted the stone with all her might. Now I have all control over the oceans. Just then, Poseidon and little mermaid Arya arrived.
Vega, put the heart of the ocean in its place immediately.
Otherwise, all sea life will come to an end.
You are lying. The waters suddenly began to lose their blueness as Vega took the heart of the ocean and went away. The fish around could not swim. Seaweeds and corals were slowly disappearing. The heart of the ocean was also about to lose its beautiful shine.
Vega, you too are a sea creature like us, so you too will disappear.
At that moment, Vega realized that she couldn't move her octopus arms and was terrified. They're telling the truth. If I disappear, I can't conquer the deep-sea kingdom. Vega finally agreed to leave the heart of the ocean back where it belonged. The stones started to shine again. Fish started to swim. Seaweeds started to come to life, and the waters started to turn blue. Although Poseidon and the little mermaid Aria were very happy that the ocean came back, the sea witch Vega angrily returned to her cave because she could not get what she wanted. The power of the heart of the ocean was restored, and life flourished once more. All creatures living underwater have forever claimed this heart of the ocean, which allows everyone to live freely, because it is everyone's responsibility, human or fish, big or small, to protect life in the oceans.